Cassia Faye Hayden. Welcome to my channel. Yep, I am a unicorn today. My little unicorn wand thingy. That was supposed to be like a pointer to train Siren, but turned out to be way too big for that. So I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to use it for my fidget channel, because my fidget episodes on my channel, because like it's cute and it makes me feel cute. And it matches. It actually matches my horn that I got from Dollar General like last year. So, my nose is itchy. So I get to be cute. And then on top of it, I'm wearing the studded unicorn necklace and earring set and the ring. I did finally get around to painting all of my new jewelry with nail polish, so I will not get an allergy from them, thank God. I was wearing them without painting them, and my ears got really itchy. My fingers got really itchy. My chest got really itchy. I currently cannot see. Now, isn't that better? So, you know, I have to put nail polish on my jewelry, in order to be able to wear it without any allergic reactions. So, I mean, it's my little hack. It works. So if you know anybody, or if you yourself has some form of allergy to jewelry, putting clear nail polish on it definitely works. You can put it on your hoops, your ear wires, your studs. You can put it on the back of your charms. Can't really do much about chains, but it is what it is. You can put it on the inside of your rings, and then on the outside, all the way around the part that that, you know, touches your finger. You want to be pretty thorough with it. You don't have to put it on top, because the top part's not going to touch your finger. You don't have to put it on the charms on your earrings, because those aren't going to touch your ears. You know, you don't have to put it on the front of your necklace charms, because that's not going to touch your skin either. Just the parts that are going to touch your skin. So, you know, if you have an allergy to jewelry, then that's my hack for that. It works. So I was gonna wear this hat today because it matches, but I was like, I don't want to. I want to wear the unicorn horn because it's cuter. But anyway, today for you, I finally have my Hello Kitty Toasty Treats. Hello Kitty and Friends Toasty Treats. 6 scented plush to collect. So these ones aren't interactive. The toaster ones aren't interactive, but they do smell really good, and it is really fun to unbox them. So, and my boyfriend's daughter and I really love Hello Kitty. Honestly, I kind of prefer Pom Pom Pudding. And people are going to be like, no, it's Pom Pom Purin. No, and I don't know Japanese, but I know for a fact that it's Pom Pom Pudding, because he's supposed to be like a little flan puppy, you know. So, and flan is kind of like custard, is like custard pudding with caramel on top. So and I also got this information from someone who lived in China, or was it Japan, or wherever, who lived there for many years, Dr. Squish, and she knows what she's talking about. So, so no, it's not Pom Pom Purin. It's just spelled that way in Japanese. That's how it's spelled, but it is Pom Pom Pudding, and he is a little flan puppy. So the pudding is like the custard pudding, because you can say it custard pudding or you can say it flan, but it's all the same thing. But so I'm going to show you the back of the box. So you can see all the little guys we can collect. Now, I don't know all of their names because I've never watched it. Sam's daughter, Bella, she watched it, so she probably knows all of their names. I know Hello Kitty, and I know Pom Pom Pudding, and I know Cinnamon Roll. I don't know who the frog is. I don't know who the bunny is with the pink hat. I don't know who the kitty is with the purple hat. But, I mean, they're all really cute, right? I figure the ones that I don't like, I could give to Bella, and if I get doubles, then I can give those to Bella. I mean, right now, obviously, I'm not going to be getting doubles at the moment because I'm only buying them one at a time because I live on disability and I need to afford my bills and my food. So, yeah, my bills, my lot rent, my food. I gotta pay for that stuff. And then on, and it says, collect all 6 toasty treats. And then it has the directions. Pop in bread, which is the card. Make a surprise pet. You know, you push it down, you pull it up, and your thing comes out. Your stuffy comes out. Reveal a scented plush. And then we've got that side of the box. We've got that side of the box. And we've got the front, which has on top Hello Kitty's little head. There's 5+. Wonder if I'm old enough. And then it says Hello Kitty and Friends Toasty Treats. 6 scented plush to collect. And then it has a picture of Hello Kitty in the toaster. I don't know what they're supposed to smell like. Looks like Hello Kitty smells like gumballs or cotton candy. I don't know. The bunny thing, with the pink hat, I think it's supposed to be strawberry scented. The cat with the purple hat looks like it's grape scented. Pom Pom Pudding looks like he's like, I'm guessing chocolate bread scented. Cinnamon Roll is accurate. They have cinnamon roll scented, and the frog thingy looks like it's blueberry scented. Now, because I don't know who all the characters are, feel free to tell me the other characters' names in the comments if you know. I mean, it would be helpful for me to learn their names if I'm going to collect them, right? And then on top it has, the top of the box, it has this cute little decoration. But this part's going to come off as we unbox it and play with it. So, but yeah, go ahead and tell me in the comments if you know who the other characters' names are. It doesn't hurt for me to learn. But yes, Pom Pom Pudding is Pom Pom Pudding, not Pom Pom Purin. I don't know the other ones' names other than Kitty and Cinnamon Roll, but I would like to learn. I do think the purple kitty looks kind of cool. Looks evil, but I mean, it looks kind of cool. Purple is my favorite color. And I mean, the pink bunny with the hat, the bunny with the pink hat, that is really cute. That's cute. I mean, it's just cute. All right. So I'm just gonna remove this here because we don't need that for it to be unboxed. I'm sorry, Drago. I didn't mean to scare you. Drago's over there. He's my fat Bombay. If you guys don't know, a Bombay is a black kitty with a cartoon shaped round head. Real life, his head is literally cartoon round, and in real life, and he's supposed to be, and that's why they're worth so much money. They're worth $2,500 a piece because of their round head. So And then I used to be a breeder, so I used to try to sell them. I used to sell Russian Blue, Himalayan, and Siamese as well. But I could not sell my Bombays because people actually think that just because they're black, they must be strays. So they don't, Bombays are not a common breed in Michigan. So, yeah. But, I mean, it is what it is. I don't want to seem to open. Come on. Alright. It already smells good. I can tell you that much. Okay, right here we have a QR code. I don't have a QR code reader, or I would show that to you. You know what? Maybe I should put my trash over here, so it's not in Drago's way, and he's not giving me weird looks. He's a sweet boy, but he's like, dude, what the hell? Why are you putting trash by me? Alright, and then we have the little instruction booklet. I don't want my spoiler. It says Hello Kitty and Friends Toasty Treats. I'm going to put my spoiler in my lap. I'm not even going to look at it just yet. It shows you how to do it, which we already learned in my previous video with the regular Cookeez Makery toaster. That one wasn't Hello Kitty, it was just regular one. And I got my unicorn like I was hoping. I mean, I want them all. I just wanted the unicorn the most. So we've got the instructions. Just pop the little spoiler card in there. That's why we're not looking at the card, because the card tells you which one you're going to get. I want to wait until I go through all of this with you. And I want to show you the toaster itself, because that's cute too. And then you push the thing down just like any other toaster, and you pull it up, and it comes up with your scented stuffy. And then, that's what it looks like on the front. And it's got our character guide right there. So much easier to see than the back of the cardboard part of the box, right? So it says, oh, it has the names. Okay, so it has Hello Kitty, My Melody. That's a cute name. Kuromi. I'm assuming that's how that's pronounced. Pom Pom Pudding, Cinnamon Roll, and Karopi. I think that's how that's pronounced. The frog is a waffle. I like waffles. That's funny. I like waffles. And it looks like everybody else is toast except for Cinnamon Roll, who's a cinnamon roll, and My Melody, who looks like a Pop-Tart, because she's got the Pop-Tart indentations around her head. So I'm assuming she's supposed to be a Pop-Tart. I don't know. Maybe she's a pie. She could be one of those like gas station pies. Those are good. They're really sugary, but they're good. But anyway, so I am going to show you the toaster. We have on top the little toaster thingy, which is actually fabric. So it actually looks like kind of like a toaster. And then it has the vent right there, which is actually textured. And then it says Hello Kitty and Friends, and it has Hello Kitty right there. That's all textured. That's cool. And then on the side we have the power cord. And then on this side we have a piece of toast, what looks like a cookie. I'm assuming that's supposed to be a waffle, but it looks like a cookie. We have a cinnamon roll, and we have some hearts, and this is all textured. That's really cool. And then we've got our handle. So let's see what we got here. Oh, we got My Melody. So that's the one we're gonna get. I was hoping for Pom Pom Pudding, but maybe we'll get Pom Pom Pudding in the next one. I mean, she is cute. I can't lie. She's cute. She's pretty cute. I'll definitely keep her because she's cute. I may not know who she is, but she's cute. My daughter also has like a thing for bunnies too. So if she were like still into fidget toys, then she would probably like her. But she's not into fidget toys anymore. I don't know what her deal is, but she wants expensive stuff now that I can't afford. But yeah, she won't talk to me, but she wants me to buy her gifts. She won't have anything to do with me. She won't even let me hug her, won't let me touch her at all, won't have anything to do with me. But she wants me to buy her gifts with money I don't have because winter's coming and I need to be able to afford bills. Live off of $600 a month. Half of that's my lot rent. The rest of it's my utilities. I pay for my fidget hauls with overdrafts. So, yeah. But it is what it is, right? So I'm going to put it this way so you guys can see. I'm going to pop it in and then I'm going to push the plunger down. All right. Is it all the way down? I think it's all the way down. And then I'm going to push. Nope, it didn't work. It's kind of half working. It doesn't want to. There we go. It doesn't want to pick it up. Because it's stuck. It's stuck. The tag was stuck in there. Okay, that's why. Let's try that again. Ta-da! Its tag was stuck in the the handle. Alrighty, so here we have our little My Melody plush. She's really cute. She's got a little bow that's just kind of sticking on there, and she's got her cute little pink ears and her from her pink hat, and cute little eyes, and her cute little nose and her mouth. And I mean, she does kind of look like she's supposed to be like a pie or a Pop-Tart. The other one I got, the unicorn I got was a kind of supposed to be a Pop-Tart too. So it's kind of funny how I got both the Pop-Tarts. But I mean, she's a weird shape for a Pop-Tart, so I'm gonna claim that she's a pie, like one of those little gas station pies. So she's got the little Pop-Tart markings all the way around, and then on the back she's got her face and more Pop-Tart indentations and Pop-Tart holes, just like pie. But there are beads in here, so I think that's where the scent comes from scent beads. And oh, she does smell like strawberries. Like, oh my god, she smells so good. So good. This is so good. She's cute. She's soft. She's squishy. She's got some beanies. And she just smells so good. I would say I definitely like this, and I will definitely be buying it again and again and again and again until I get all of them. Even though they're not interactive like the other ones are. All of the other series are all interactive. This is the only one of this. The toaster is the only one of this. Just getting into shit. The toaster is the only one of the Cookeez Makery stuff that is not interactive. It's just a scented plush. But I mean, as cute as they are, and as good as they smell, and as fun as it is to play with the little toaster, like, it's worth the money. Like, I can play with this again and again and again, even if I don't want to put her back in it, which I still can. I can put her back in it, and I'll just put her tag over there. I could just play with it over and over again, you know, and the card comes back out wherever the card went. It's in there. It comes, I know it comes back out. All right, it does. It comes back out. What are you? It does. It comes back out. Just bear with me. It's stuck. There. I got it. There's a cardboard piece in here that I did take out of the other one after I stopped filming. Because it's kind of sort of in the way. But, you know, if you want to keep it in there for your toaster, do you? But I kind of like to take it out because it makes it a lot easier to get to my card when I'm trying to take my card back out. But you can play with it again and again and again. Like, it is super fun to play with. Super fun to play with. Very entertaining. And you can pull the fabric back up to hide your plushie in there. You know, like, you can put your plushie back in. And put the fabric back up to make it look like a toaster again. Get in there. There. And put your little card in there, right? Like you can play with this over and over and over again, like over and over again. It's fun. It's cute. It's entertaining. I like it. So I am definitely not complaining. I've got to say, I am definitely not complaining about either one of these little toasters. Everything about these toasters I love. Both the original one, and I'll show you the original one. So there's the original one we unboxed on one of my other videos last week, prior to my birthday on Tuesday. So that's the regular Cookeez Makery, and here's the unicorn card, and here's the card for the free one we got that came in with it, which I decided to keep so I can play with those. And then in that one we got the unicorn. And the free one we got was this little corgi with a little heart strawberry, and it velcros on there. So this one smells like strawberry cream cheese, and it's supposed to be a little bagel. Isn't that cute? And then this one, the unicorn, which is a Pop-Tart, smells like cotton candy, and it's super cute. But those are the ones we got. I kept the box because I want to just kind of store them in here. I'm keeping, because this is the box that it shipped in, and I'm keeping at least one of each of these toasters to play with later. And so I'm keeping the toasters, keeping the toaster cards. Let's push that down, actually. So we're keeping the toaster and the two toasters and the toaster cards. I will once I get more of these toasters, I will probably either donate the toasters, or I will give them away as gifts with doubles, or the ones that I don't want, or I might just throw the toaster box away. I don't know, but I figure somebody might want it to just play with it, just the toaster itself, you know, the empty toaster. Who knows? I don't know. I think they're cute, but I'm keeping these two. I don't think I need more than just these two, because I don't think they're going to change the boxes. If they do come out with series 2 of this one, they might change the box a little bit. And if they do, then I'll keep that one of those boxes, but I'm not going to keep every single box from every single toaster and just have a crap load of toasters. That would be silly, right? Crap load of the same exact toaster, that would be silly. So I'll probably donate those, and keep my character card, put that over there with my other character cards. I keep those and put that with garbage. But yeah, I definitely love the Cookeez Makery stuff. The toasters are awesome, even though they're not as interactive. Even though they're not interactive, they're still fun to play with, and you still get cute stuff out of them. And I mean, look how cute these things are. I mean, they're cute, and that's just the packaging, and you can play with it over and over again. And I mean, the characters are super cute. The little stuffies are very cute, and they smell so good. And they're so soft. The only reason I don't have it in my bed with me at night, well, there's two reasons. One, I don't want it the smell to run out of it, so that's why I'm keeping them packaged. So I can pull them out and sniff them whenever I want and play with them. And also, they smell like food. I don't want to go to sleep smelling food, because then I'm going to get hungry and I'm not going to be able to sleep. So that was another problem with having them sitting here not in this box, is I was sitting here and I couldn't stop being hungry because all I could do was smell food. So I had to put them away. I had to. I didn't have a choice. I had to. But I also have the pan and one of the ovens, one of the 4 ovens that you can get, and each oven has 3 characters you can get in it, and just like the pan has 3 characters you can get. But I haven't gotten the fridge yet, but I will eventually. I will eventually get the refrigerator also, but I will keep collecting them. I do want every single one of each item. I want to collect them all. And I highly recommend them. I love them. I think they're definitely worth the money. The fact that you can constantly replay with them, and the fact that they smell so good and they're so soft, and then they're so well made and so pretty, and then on top of it, most of the collection is interactive. The only ones that aren't are the toaster ones. So I would definitely keep buying these myself. Another thing that I bought, that I have already reviewed for you guys, and unboxed for you guys, are the Magic Mixies. And unfortunately, this one I got the wrong one, so I ended up not getting one that was interactive. But look how cute it is. It's so cute. It's so cute. I mean, even if it's not interactive, it's adorable. I will buy the interactive one of this one in the future. I will correct my mistake, but in the meantime, I've got a cute little plush, and I've got a little cauldron that looks like a pot of gold. So I mean, I've got interactive decor that I can play with again and again, and I've got a cute little plush. So I mean, it's not, I didn't lose out on really anything. I'll just, next time I buy one of the Magic Mixies, I'll buy the right one. And then I also have that, like I reviewed for you guys. Unfortunately, we missed the hatching, which I was very disappointed that that you guys missed that because my camera cut out. And I couldn't get it to start back up again. But we've got the unicorn, the purple unicorn Hatchimal. And I put earrings on it, and I put a bracelet on it. I put earrings on my Magic Mixie too. But but next time I buy a Hatchimal, and I highly recommend both the Magic Mixie and the Hatchimal, just for the unboxing experience, because that alone is amazing. I don't know how much the Magic Mixie does because I did not get the interactive one, so I will find that out next time I buy it. But I would definitely recommend the Hatchimals because after it hatches, for one thing, hatching it is the coolest thing I've ever seen. Like, the coolest thing I have ever seen. I am very disappointed that my camera did not hold out for that. So I will, you know, not just because I want you guys to see it, but because I want more. I will be buying more Hatchimals in the future. But of everything I've got that was actually interactive, the Hatchimal does the most stuff after hatching, after fully unboxed. It does the most out of everything that I got. But like I said, they're all worth it. That you can still play with their packaging over and over and over again. They're very interactive, and they're very cute and soft, and like all of the stuff I got, I am so incredibly happy with. Like, I couldn't be happier with it. So, I definitely recommend the whole set of Cookeez Makery stuff. And I definitely recommend the Magic Mixies stuff. And I definitely recommend the Hatchimal stuff. So, you know, like, I'm definitely buying more of all of those things. I mean, I can't do it all in bulk like I did this month because I only did it this month because it's my birthday month, and I said, screw how much I'm not going to be able to afford shit next month. It's my birthday. I deserve it. I'm a good girl all year with my bills and my utilities, you know, and my fines and all of that stuff. I'm a good girl all year, paying everything that I need to pay as much as I can. So why not splurge for my birthday? I deserve it. You know, don't I deserve it? I think I deserve it. So, but yeah, I do have a review of the Hatchimal, so I'm not gonna play with that stuff on the camera right now, because I do already have a review up for that. If you guys are looking for interactive toys for your ADHD, or interactive toys for your kids, or interactive toys for somebody in your life that does have ADHD or autism, you know, definitely for sure recommend every single one of these products. I'm definitely buying more, little by little, but I will be buying more for sure because I love them. And you know, even the stuff that doesn't have interactive capabilities. I mean, this is still cute. It doesn't smell. It doesn't really do anything, but it is super cute, and its cauldron is super interactive, and I can still use it as decor. And when I buy more of them, I'll use each of the other cauldrons for decor also, and you know, to play with. And who says I can't use them as Halloween candy bowls? No one says I can't. I can do what I want. Whatever. I'll do what I want. But I mean, look at its face. It's so cute, and it's so soft and furry, and its tail, and it's posable. You can move its legs, you can move its arms, you can move its tail. I mean, it's cute, and I kind of think it looks like a mix between a Mugwai and a kitty. You guys know what I'm talking about, right? Gremlins, the cute little Mogwai, Gizmo. It's cute. It's a blue and purple Mogwai, right? Kind of looks like one. It's adorable. But, and these, oh my God, I can't tell you. They are so cute, and then they smell so good, and they're so soft, and then the toasters. I'm just rambling now because I love them so much. I love it all so much. I definitely had a good birthday with all the stuff that I got. So, yeah. I already have one of these Hello Kitty toasters already in my cart for next month. So, I don't know if I'll be able to afford it, but I am going to see if I can and try to buy another one next month. If not next month, then the month after. We'll see. But I think I'm going to keep buying the Hello Kitty stuff for a while until I have, like, the whole set and, like, at least one double to give to Bella. Because I know she loves Hello Kitty, too. I don't know if Ave likes Hello Kitty. I don't know what she likes anymore. I'll have to ask Mom if she likes Hello Kitty. If she does, then I'll give her doubles also. I don't know if I'll give her the toaster. She might throw the toaster away. I mean, maybe I'll use the toaster as like the box. I don't know. But if she likes it, then I'll definitely save some of the doubles for her. Because I mean, she's my baby and I love her, and I just wish that she felt the same way about me. But I mean, you know, it doesn't mean I can't spoil her when I can, you know? I mean, they may be doubles, but you know, it's something that I would have, you know, given away to somebody else if not to her. So somebody is going to make out good with all the cute stuff that I'm getting. And I think she still likes unicorns. I'll have to ask. I don't know what she likes anymore because she doesn't talk to me, but we'll find out, and we'll go from there. But anyway, I hope you guys like the video. Please like, share, and subscribe. And if no one has told you lately, you are loved, you are appreciated, you are needed, and you are enough. And don't let anybody tell you any different. I personally appreciate each and every one of you guys, because if it weren't for you guys, I wouldn't have the confidence to keep doing these videos, to you know, just keep buying things and doing all of these videos. And I did get a very rude troll on one of my videos earlier this week. It was literally the day after my birthday that I got this comment from a troll. And I told him off big time. But I mean, it was uncalled for. You know, I was wearing my little birthday crown and you know, unboxing fidget toys and you know, interactive fidget toys. And so they go on there and they go, "Don't you think it's about time that you grew up?" And I'm like, I have ADHD and I'm helping people who have ADHD learn to accept their ADHD and not feel insecure about using the tools that help with ADHD. Because I mean, I grew up with people like that. Like, I was told my whole life that I must be retarded because I like unicorns and fairies and, you know, dragons and toys, and I knew there was just something in me that needed it, but I felt wrong and guilty and like I wasn't fully there because I liked these things, because that's what I was told growing up by my mother. My whole life, even up into adulthood, even when I tried to hide those things about me, she still kept telling me I was retarded because I like those things, and because I can't shut up, and because I have a hard time with certain things, like getting my house clean, and having clutter. I mean, obviously I have an issue with clutter. And needing things in certain places, or I forget to use them. Like, I have all of my drinks for the day set up, or I will forget to drink. I have my snack pulled out first thing in the morning, or I will forget to eat my snack, and then I'll end up with one meal. And then I'm wondering why I'm starting to get dizzy and my sugar going low, and I'm hungry because I forgot to eat my snack. And other issues, like I have dyslexia. So like all the issues I have with me because of dyslexia or ADHD, my mom and my interest because of ADHD, my mom attributed to being autistic, and would, even though I was tested for autism, and the school flat out told her that not only am I not autistic, but I was more than likely the smartest person in the school. Doesn't say much about me though, because of what school I went to, but I mean, the school I went to, even if I was dumb, I would still probably be one of the smartest people in the school. I'm just saying. It's the school, okay? But I mean, but anyway, not saying everybody in my school was dumb. We're very smart people there too, and they happened to be my friends. The smart people were my friends. I hung out with the smart people, so I was kind of a loser because I hung out with the smart people. The unpopular smart people. But they had better conversations. So and they weren't jaded and obsessed with their looks. But anyway, so I was clearly tested, and they flat out told her that I am not autistic, that there's no way I could possibly be autistic. And still, my whole life, all the way into adulthood, she even still did it last year, telling me that I am autistic, arguing with me that I am autistic. And I'm like, no, I am not autistic. I am not in any way, shape, or form autistic. I do have ADHD, but I'm not autistic. There's nothing wrong with being autistic, guys, okay? Just so you guys know, there's nothing wrong with being autistic. They can be wonderful people. They can be quite intelligent. They can know things that normal people wouldn't know, but I know what I have and I know what I don't have. Telling me I have something I don't have, it pisses me off. And it makes, if I start to believe it, it makes me feel bad about myself. So, it's not good to be misdiagnosing things with your kids without having it properly diagnosed, and then like pushing it on them their whole lives, and then mistreating them for it. And, on top of it, I was not able to learn how to deal with my ADHD growing up because I was not allowed to use the tools that I needed for it. So I understand how adults feel about using toys for ADHD. I do. I understand, because I was there too. I was stuck in that whole bubble of you're an adult, it's unacceptable, you need to grow up. So I understand, and it hurts, and it feels very limiting, and it makes it very hard to deal with ADHD, because it's damn near impossible to deal with ADHD if you don't have toys to distract your hands or to distract your mind, to help you get through the day. Toys for ADHD are a necessity. No matter what age you are, they are a necessity. I can't function without them. I can't function properly at all without them. I put all of my focus and all of my energy into that so I can get stuff done. I also run the TV 24/7, which is why my Nook is all colorful right now, because it's sleeping because I've been doing this video. So it's paused. I run my TV 24/7. So if it's something that I've watched before, I can do that. I can just step away from it and just bring my speaker into whatever room I'm doing the cleaning or picking up in. And, then I can listen to it. I can run what's going on in my mind because I remember it from watching it multiple times before. And then I can just get it done. I can just get it all done. If it's something that I haven't seen before, I do have to move the Nook from room to room to room. I currently don't have a working TV, so I'm using my Nook for my TV. I'd use my tablet, but it dies too fast. But, and it's plugged in right now while I'm filming. Yeah, I've got to have my TV. I've got to have my fidget toys. I've got to have my interactive toys. I can't function with my ADHD, as severe as it is. I can't function without toys. It has helped my ADHD exponentially, like you have no idea. And the days that I'm at Sam's house, spending time with him, and I happen to have a fidget toy of some kind in my hands, just keeping my hands occupied, it shuts me up so much more. It's so much more peaceful for him. It's a lifesaver. I have to have fidget toys. I have to. And I want the ADHD community to not feel insecure or feel wrong or feel like childish or retarded. And I'm using that word because that's the word that was used towards me. Like I said, there's nothing wrong with being autistic. I have a lot of respect for the autistic community. There are a lot of good autistic people out there. Now, my experience in person with autistic people is not good, but that doesn't mean that all autistics are like that. That's like saying all men or all women are bad because you had a bad experience, or different races. Like, there's nothing wrong with any sex or any race or autism or whatever. A person chooses whether or not they want to be an asshole. So it's a choice. It's not dependent on anything else. It's a choice whether or not you want to be a prick that day or not. But anyway, my experiences, it was just that person, those people's choices to be the people they wanted to be. So I mean, it's not dependent on being autistic, because there are a lot of good autistic people out there. But the problem is, unfortunately, with the bad people who are autistic is people assume that they don't know better when they do the bad things. They know better. They do. They know better. They just know that the world thinks they don't know better, so that they will get away with it. No matter what they do, they'll get away with it because the world thinks they don't know better. Yes, their minds are much slower than everybody else. It's very hard for them to understand things like everybody else, but that doesn't mean they don't know better. They do. They just know they can get away with it. That's why the ones that are sketchy just are sketchy. But that's like my brother. He's not autistic in any way. He's just sketchy, and he thinks that he'll always get away with it, which is why he ran from the state again. Because he's in trouble again. So, yeah. Hi, Katarina. But my cat Drago over here, who is sleeping on top of my stuff. You guys can't see him because he's all the way up there. but behind my pile of stuff. But my cat Drago, he's autistic. So I was just explaining to my oldest cat Merlin earlier today that that oh there he is, moving a little bit. You can see him up there a little. I was explaining to Merlin earlier today that he's never going to be able to think like he does. That his mind will always be a kitten. So we've got to take better, extra special care of him. We've got to protect him like he's a kitten, no matter how big he gets. That's why mommy gives him extra special attention and extra special care, because he's always forever going to have the mind of a kitten. And I tried to explain this to my neighbor because she didn't understand. When he got out, she couldn't comprehend the concept that he can't reproduce. He can't. He doesn't know how, because he's not all there. He doesn't understand. He has never tried. He will never try because he doesn't understand. It doesn't mean he doesn't have the reactions of wanting extra attention when his mommy goes into heat. Like, he's been wanting extra attention a lot lately because his mommy is in heat. But he doesn't understand what he's supposed to do with that. He doesn't understand that he's supposed to go chase the girls. He's just a little more cuddly. He has never chased a girl in his life because he doesn't understand. Like I said, he is forever a kitten in his head, in his mind. No matter how old he gets, no matter how big he gets, he is always going to be a kitten. So, and you can tell sometimes, because sometimes he's got this look on his face that's like super derpy. But most of the time you can't tell because you look at him and he just looks like any other super chubby Bombay kitty. But he'll get this like super derpy look in his face, and like his eyes are just like focusing on you, but like not there. And his tongue's just like, and he's just like not there. But I mean, you can tell sometimes. But you know, he's so full of love, and that's what really matters is he's so full of love, and he's so sweet. And you know, like I said, there's nothing wrong with being autistic. They're people too, you know. But I don't want people with autism and ADHD to feel insecure and wrong for needing toys to deal with their autism and their ADHD. That's why I run this channel. Entirely to help with the awareness of ADHD and the need for toys to deal with it, and to make people understand that there's nothing wrong with it, and no matter what anybody says, it's there's nothing wrong with it, and it's helpful, and sometimes it's just needed. And you know, if anybody is going to judge you for playing with fidget toys or playing with interactive toys to help deal with your ADHD, you don't need that negativity in your life. If you try to explain it and they don't understand, that's their problem. It's not yours. You take care of your health and your mental health. You know, if it helps you, then use it. You know, ignore what everybody else says, because you know, you do have support here. You have support from me. My boyfriend is incredibly supportive of my ADHD. Actually, when I got that troll, he's like, some people just don't understand that how ADHD works, that you need those toys in order to deal with your ADHD, in order to calm your ADHD and focus your ADHD, and to get things done, and to have communication. This isn't his exact words, but it's basically what he meant. You know, he is very supportive, and it was amazing, and I really appreciate it. But, and this video is getting kind of long now, but I did want, before shutting off the video, I did want to point out that yesterday I had intended on staying home and getting some stuff done. Um, but I didn't get to do that because um, I got up to let Siren back in from going potty to find Siren and his entire chain missing. Someone had unhooked him from the post and kidnapped him, chain and all, and took him to the pound and left him there. And then, so I was frantic thinking that I was never going to see him again. And this is my service dog. So this is a federal offense. Um, had the, had the pound been honest with me about it, the people who did it would be in jail right now, facing charges that could get them put in prison for this. It's a federal offense. You cannot steal someone's service animal, and he is registered. So, yeah. Um, so I called everywhere. At first I started walking around the park, um calling his name and blowing my whistle for him. I have a few whistles for him actually. Um but and then um I heard them drive up, the people that I know did it. Um they don't know that I know they did it, but they didn't realize I was out there listening to them when they got out of the car. Um, Plus, I mean, it's kind of obvious. The people have had their dog running around illegally in my yard for 3 weeks now. And they've been told to make it stop. They haven't made it stop. In fact, they told me flat out that it was just going to keep happening. Instead of watching their, being outside to watch their dog or keep it chained up like I do Siren, I have to keep him chained up because if I don't chain him up, he'll take off running. I either have to have him leashed or I have to chain him up when I go outside with him. So he absolutely has to be chained because he's a husky. He will run. So um, they've been letting their dog come in my yard, and um, they're trying to tell me that the dog was playing with him. Well, I've been dealing with it for 3 weeks now. Their dog has not been playing with my dog. Their dog has been coming in my yard and starting shit with my dog because, and I know this because he plays with Sam's dog, Willow. He plays with her. They have a lot of fun. We go over to Sam's house. They play. He never makes any whining sounds whatsoever. He doesn't really make much sound at all. He doesn't bark. He doesn't whine. He just plays with her. He's very quiet. She's very quiet too. They're both very quiet dogs. They have very similar behaviors. And then probably because Shiba Inu and Husky are very closely related. They're kind of cousin breeds. Um, so um, so when he's out there, he's whining so loud that I can hear him all the way in here in the living room, like freaking out. And he doesn't do that, not even when he wants in. He doesn't do that unless he's scared. Um, so I come out there, this dog's out there chasing him around his yard and terrorizing him, nipping at him and shit. And so I have to go out there with this cane and swing it at the dog, not actually hit the dog, but swing it at the dog to get it out of my yard. It starts chasing and nipping at me. So it's nipping at my dog, coming in my yard, nipping at my dog. It's coming in my yard, nipping at me. And the people who own it are telling me they're not going to do anything about it. They're not going to keep the dog out of my yard. I could press charges over that alone. I mean, that's illegal. That's dog at large. Actually, Sam's the one that told me what it's called. But it is illegal. You have to have your dog either watched so it doesn't leave your yard, or restrained so it doesn't leave your yard. You cannot leave your dog running around unattended. It is illegal. So the dog running around my yard trying to attack me for trying to get it out of my yard and away from my dog who it is attacking. It's illegal. And so I have every right to be swinging my cane at this thing, trying to swish it out of my yard, you know. So it's been 3 weeks of trying to get this dog out of my yard, trying to keep it out of my yard, and almost getting bit myself by it. I know she's bit him multiple times because he's come in limping from her chasing him. So I know she's bit him multiple times. So you know, after flat out telling them I don't want their dog in my yard, and then making it clear that it was just going to keep happening no matter what I thought about it, and then me yelling at basically in the direction of their house every time she comes in my yard. After that, I'm fairly certain it was them. And then there's the fact that I heard them when they got out of their van. They get out of their car, and I don't know why the hell, like at 9 o'clock in the morning, their kid was not in school. But that's weird to me. Why would your kid not be in school when there's clearly nothing wrong with it, with their kid health wise? Obviously there's something going on there, but I mean, that's not my business. I don't care how they're raising their kid, as long as they keep their dog out of my yard and leave me the hell alone. But they come out of their car and they're all bragging about how they dropped my dog off, how they stole my dog and dropped my dog off at the pound, the Humane Society, so that they can come in my yard and dig through my shed whenever they want. Because the one day I came out and their dog was harassing Siren, and I think they were using their dog as a distraction so that they didn't get attacked by Siren. And I caught the one person from over there in my shed. I come outside, he's in my shed, because I came out because Siren was whining, freaking out, like, I'm being attacked by this dog, help me, Mom. So I come outside, and there's this guy in my shed, and his dog is attacking my dog. So I come out there, and I'm like, what the fuck? And he's like, I just came over here to get my dog. I'm like, oh yeah, well, your dog's not in my shed, so what the fuck are you doing in there? So, and then he was tripping over himself trying to think of an excuse for that, which he couldn't think of. And he's like, oh, the dog just came over here to play. I'm like, I don't want your dog in my yard. This is when that conversation of I don't want your dog in my yard happened. And he's all like, basically like, oh, well, it's just going to keep happening again. And I'm like, no, it's not. Because I can press charges. And he's like, well, it's just going to keep happening again. And you could see that he was high. His eyes were super dilated, and he wasn't making any sense at all, because he just kept repeating the same thing over and over again, clearly not understanding that he'd already said it at least 5 times. So, like, you could tell he was high, like high as balls. And I'm sorry, pot does not do that to you. So, I don't know what he was on, but it definitely wasn't pot, and he was definitely high as balls. So I don't want him in my yard. I don't want his dog in my yard. I don't need high people in my yard. I don't need anybody going through my shit in my shed. I don't need their dog terrorizing me in my yard. But they drive up, and they're all like, oh yeah, that dog's never gonna bother us again. We can go in that yard and dig through that shed anytime we want and take whatever we want. I bet we'll find some good stuff. Dude, I live off of $600 a month. You're not gonna find good shit in my shed. Stay the fuck out. So then I walk over there, and I'm like, oh, have you seen my dog? You know, the one your dog's always coming sneaking in my yard to like play with? And they know that their dog's not playing with my dog. They know their dog's attacking him. And they're like, oh no, we haven't seen him. I heard you. I heard you. So I stand there for like 20 minutes, like listening to their bullshit lies about how they never seen my dog since it disappeared from my yard. And then I go back to calling for him and walking around the park and just calling for him with my whistle and, calling his name. And then I'm like, okay, my back hurts. I've been walking way too long. I've been standing way too long. My back hurts. My knees are giving out. My hips are giving out. I need to sit. And, sitting will give me a chance to call the pound and call the police and call animal control. So I called all three places. I actually ended up leaving a message for both animal control and the pound, the Humane Society. It's the same thing. And they did eventually get back to me. Not the animal control, but the Humane Society did eventually get a hold of me. But then I called the police and I gave them the description. They didn't say anything to me about it except for, we will keep our eye out. We will make sure that we contact you the minute that we hear anything about any description of your dog, and we will restrain him if we can and bring him back to you. To my door. They flat out said that. So I get a call a little bit while later from the Humane Society, this rude little bastard of a kid. And his story on the phone kept changing. So he's sitting there all like, well, we found your dog. Somebody brought him in, and I'm like, oh, okay. So somebody did take him. And he's like, oh yeah, somebody brought him in for sure. It was just a normal everyday person. Someone just brought him in, because I was like, well, I called the cops and I was wondering if maybe they brought him in. No, it was definitely a person, just a regular everyday person. And and I'm like, okay. I knew somebody took him out of my yard. Oh no, nobody took him out of your yard. The chain would have been there if it was broken. If he got himself off himself, there would have been part of his chain in my yard. So clearly someone took him. Oh no, nobody took him. The chain is still with him. He has his chain. It's not damaged or anything. And I'm like, okay. But if it's not damaged, clearly he didn't pull himself off himself. And the chain is damaged. It's damaged. It's got damage to it, and it was damaged, but it's not damaged, but it is damaged. And the kid didn't know what the hell he was talking about. I'm like, obviously someone took him out of my yard, because one, if the chain was damaged, part of it would be in the yard. Two, you said it wasn't damaged when we started with. 3, you told me a regular person brought him in. 4, your story keeps freaking changing. Kid hangs up on me. I was trying to make sure that he actually had my dog. I was asking him the description of the dog so that I could make sure it was the dog, and he hung up on me mid-sentence. So I messaged Sam, and he said he'd come take me to go get him, and thankfully it was Siren. But so I'm in there filling out the paperwork. We're in there filling out the paperwork to get him back, and the girl at the desk is incredibly polite, and she's like, oh, he was brought in by the police. And I'm like, oh really? Because the kid on the phone told me that he was brought in by regular people, and he was very adamant about it. He never said anything about police. And again, the police said that they would contact me if they heard anything about him and would bring him back to me themselves. So he was very adamant that he was not brought in by police. So the minute I said that, he comes running out of the other room, like screaming and like swinging his body because he was like frantically pissed off, trying to start shit. And he's like screaming at me, "Oh, he was brought in by the police. I told you he was brought in by the police. You know I told you he was brought in by the police." I'm like, whoa. One, no reason for that behavior. Two, I know what you said. I heard you. You were very clear. You were very adamant about it on the phone. You repeated it multiple times. So I know what you said. Changing your story 5 or 6 times and then screaming at me because you want to change your story again ain't gonna make you look any less like a liar. It's just gonna make you look like a lying asshole on top of it. So, and then she's like, "Well, if you want the chain back, it's perfectly intact, and you can have it back if you want to." And I'm like, "Yeah, I would like to see it." And she's like, "Oh, that can be arranged." And then he's like, "Oh, the chain is all messed up and it's all covered with poop." One, I have had this chain for 6 months. He drags it through his shit and then back to the door, and by the time he gets back to the door, there's nothing on it. It's one of the things I love about those chains. You can't get poop on them. Nothing happens to them. Being drugged through it, you drag it through the grass and it's clean again. I've been dragging the whole thing in the house every single day for 6 months, multiple times a day, and not a single speck of poop has ever been on that chain. Ever. Not a single speck of poop. But somehow it's covered in poop because he doesn't want to bring it to me. And he's like still screaming at me. And repeatedly just saying over and over again, "It's covered in poop. I'm not giving it to you. It's covered in poop." Because he didn't want to show me the chain. Because he didn't want to show proof that it hadn't been damaged. I don't know what the deal is, why he was so desperate to start shit with me and make it sound like he wasn't stolen out of my yard. The only thing I can think of is he must be friends with my neighbors behind my house. That's the only thing I can think of, that he could possibly have reason for behaving that way. But I mean, he was irate, and all of it was uncalled for and unacceptable, and wow. So then he's like, "Where's your car at? What car are you in? Where's your car at?" And Sam's like, "Right back here. It's maroon." I think he said Pacific. I don't know what cars are I don't know cars. But I've been with this man for almost 9 years now, and I don't know what kind of car his car is. I just know it's maroon, and it's got a huge back. Anyway, to me it's like a Jeep. Whatever. It moves. It gets us where we need to go. So but so he's like, he goes out there. The minute that he goes out there, I asked 4 more times to see this chain, and because legally they have to show it to you. They have to actually give it back to you, because it's not theirs to take. So they can't just take it and throw it away. They legally have to give it back to you, because it's yours. You paid for it. It's your property. So they have to. I don't know why my hair is doing that. They have to give it back to you, especially if you ask. So I asked multiple times, and the little fucker just didn't want to do it. So after asking like 5 different times, he finally is like, "I'll go get it from the garbage." So he goes back there, and I'm waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting, and I got bored, and my body started to ache standing there waiting for him. So I went over to the cages and started like saying hi to the kittens that were over there to just pass time until he came back. Well, apparently he had no intention of ever showing me the chain, even after he told me he was going to bring it to me to show it to me, because he did not come back with the chain. I don't know what really happened with it. Sam said he saw it, but I mean, I have my doubts. He said he did, but I think he was just trying to calm me down and relax me. So I think he might have been fibbing about it to like try to help me chill. But because I was pissed about it, I was livid because there was no reason for this kid's behavior, no reason whatsoever. Um, I mean, I was kind of frustrated because he kept changing his story, and I was very clear about what he had said to me, but I was polite. I was absolutely polite to him. I was polite to the girl, and he was just irate, and there was no reason for it. So he comes back and he goes, "The dog's in the car." Okay. So I come out there. They had given me back his collars, and I had assumed that maybe they had something on him to get him to the car. Cause why give me back his collars and then make me stand in there and wait, and then put him in the car without anything to restrain him? Like, why would they do that? Plus, his harness and his leash was in my purse. So I'm in there waiting for this guy. And while I'm in there waiting, Sam's outside struggling with my dog who has nothing to restrain him. And he's a husky, he's a runner. Common sense, he needs his freaking collar at the very least, if not a collar and leash and harness. Um, so it's like, really, dude, you're just gonna take him out there with nothing to restrain him and expect my sick boyfriend who has autoimmunes and back problems to do it all himself with a dog that's a runner? That everyone knows that breed is a runner. What the hell? So I come outside. Sam's in the back seat trying to find some way to restrain him. I don't even know how he got him in the car, but he's in the back seat trying to get him to be restrained and calm down. Um, I get in the car and I'm like, "Are you okay?" There you are. "Are you okay?" And he's like, I can't." And I'm like, well, he gave me his collar. I assumed they had something to restrain him with, but clearly they didn't. So he clips his collar back on him and hooks him back up in the trunk area. Like I said, it's a big vehicle. It's got a huge trunk. It's not like a car trunk. It's, you fold the seat down and you can fit in two whole bins, like clothing bins worth of food in the back. So it's not a small bag, it's not a small trunk whatsoever. So it's meant for him to be back there. Plus, when we put him in the back seat, he tries to lick Sam's ears while he's driving, and that's just not safe. So this is kind of the perfect spot for him, just tied up back there. And he seems to like it better because he gets a bigger window to look out. So, but like, really, like, you hand me his collars. You don't give them to the person that's trying to restrain him. You hand them to me and then make me sit in there and wait for you while he's outside struggling to get the dog in the freaking car with no way to restrain him. Like, are they insane? Like, really, that desperate to screw with me, that he's going to make my boyfriend suffer trying to get the dog in the car and make me wait thinking that he's gonna be right back, and not know that he's outside struggling to get the dog in the car without any way to restrain him without my help. Like, I don't know. But anyway, obviously he had been stolen. Obviously he had been taken in by the people that I had a feeling had done it. And for some reason the kid at the Humane Society seemed to have it out for me, and I think it's because he must have been friends with, that's the only reason I can think of. I can't think of any other reason why he would have been behaving the way he was. There's no other explanation. He must know them. That's the only explanation for his behavior. So, I don't get it. I don't understand, but at least now he's home. And I mean, now I have to go outside with him every single time he goes out, because now he's not just my service dog to hold me up and to protect my home. Now I have to protect him also, which, it's a two-way street. But it was nice to be able to let him out and just be able to get shit done while he's out there, and then come back and let him back in. But if I gotta set shit aside to make sure he's safe while he's going potty, then I will. I gotta make sure he's safe. I can't let somebody take off with my dog again. I just can't. So, I mean, it is what it is. If I gotta go out there with him and sit on the porch and wait for him to go potty and let him back in, or wait for him to play in the yard after he goes potty, it's better to do that and make sure he's safe than not do that and he get dog napped again, Like, better safe than sorry. It was convenient to be able to leave him out for a few minutes and just get some stuff done real quick and then let him back in. But I'd rather he be safe. I'd rather know that he's safe and nobody's gonna take off with him again, because they can't take off with him with me sitting right there, can they? So, I mean, unfortunately, someone tried it, and thankfully I got him back. But it was an experience for us both. We both had a very long day yesterday. I'm sure Sam was tired afterwards too, after hauling him in the car with no way to restrain him. I'm sure it was not easy on his body either. But I gave him a treat last night to help him calm down, and I let him lay his head on me for a while yesterday, even though he blocks my path and makes me feel claustrophobic over here. I let him lay his head on my lap over here for a while and told him I missed him too, and I was worried about him too, and I was scared I was never going to see him again, and that I'm glad he's home too. And he's a good dog. It's just, I'm claustrophobic, and I only have one way out of this table here. So I do kind of get frustrated when he blocks my path. So if he's sitting right here, it's hard for me. If he's sitting right on the corner of the futon and the table, I can step over him. So it's easier that way if he's right there. But if he's right here, I can't breathe. And then it doesn't help that my futon is so close to the floor that when he sits right here, his face is literally in my face. So, I don't mind if he comes over here and lays his head on my lap, but when he sticks his face in my face and he's like blocking my path, and I need to get up to pee, or I need to get up for some other reason, it's very frustrating. I know he just wants attention. There's nothing wrong with him wanting attention. And I don't get really mad at him about it. It's frustrating, and I tell him to move, but like I said, I know he's just trying to give me attention. He's a very good and sweet dog. It's just, he doesn't listen all that well, and he's a puppy, and he gets excited and hyper, and he's still a puppy. He'll learn. He's a good boy. But from now on, I'm going to be watching him, make sure he's safe and nobody messes with him. So, keep him safe. Keep people away from him. Keep that dog away from him. But I wanted to tell you guys about that because, stuff I deal with. Just kind of like to keep you guys updated about all the crap I go through. But anyway, I'm up to almost an hour and a half here with this video. And so I'll let you guys go. I hope you guys enjoy the video and my venting, and you know, I could definitely use some support over the crap with my poor dog getting dog napped. And yeah, it's stressful. It's very stressful. But anyway, please like, share, and subscribe, and have a beautiful day. And again, don't let anybody judge you. Don't let anybody tell you that there's something wrong with you for enjoying the things that you enjoy, or, you know, being a little bit nerdy, or having ADHD. There's nothing wrong with you. There's nothing wrong with you. You are who you are, and you're beautiful just the way you are. And don't let anybody tell you otherwise. Don't let anybody sit there and make you feel less than because you have a learning disability that you can't help, that makes you need fidget toys and like nerdy stuff. There's nothing wrong with it. There's absolutely nothing wrong with it. You are you, and you're perfect just the way you are. All right? Bye-bye.